Okay, before moving on, I want to talk a little bit more about improper fractions. For those of you who either didn't turn in your work last week or I saw it and I thought you might benefit for some extra practice. So again, improper fractions, we see a larger numerator than denominator. Okay, see our number on top, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. The denominator always tells us how many pieces are in one whole. So in this example, one whole pizza has 4 slices. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one pizza. But we have still only 9 left, excuse me. So that is written as 9/4 of a pizza. Let's do a couple examples together and then I'll leave you to complete this worksheet yourself. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is count how many pieces make up one whole in our fraction. Okay, so there are 2 pieces in one whole circle here. So I know my denominator is 2. Now I'm going to see how many I have total. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 halves, or 5/2. Let's do this one together. First step is what? Count the number that makes up a whole so you know what your denominator is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, my denominator 6. Now let's see how many pieces I have total. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, when doing these, you need to follow those 2 steps. Count how many pieces make up one whole for the denominator, and then count how many pieces you have to find the numerator. Let me give you an example of how to do this worksheet. It says, shade one piece at a time until you have shaded the amount of pie given in bold. Okay. So you can see it already gave us an improper fraction. It tells us that in one whole, there are how many pieces? 2. You can see that here. One whole circle is chopped into 2 pieces. Now it tells us, okay, well, how many pieces do we have? That information comes from our numerator. We know that we have 5 pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead and shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. That's what that question should look like. Now, for number 3, I find circles really difficult to draw. So if you're having trouble drawing circles with equal pieces, you can draw them as rectangles if you want. So let's, for example, take a look at 9/4. If I was to draw 9/4, you could draw it like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. See how all my holes are split into 4 pieces? And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's one option. Or if you find the circles hard to draw, you can always go like this and make them rectangles. The trick here is that you have to make sure each whole rectangle is the same size. Okay, you can't have one rectangle this big and one rectangle that big. They have to be the same. So let me see. Chop this into 4. Okay, so now I have my rectangles in 4ths. 4ths aren't too bad to draw with circles, but I was doing the answer key earlier and trying to draw circles of 5ths, and I couldn't do it. It was too hard. So that's why I got into the rectangles. All right, so now I have a bunch of holes. Let's see how, a bunch of holes that are chopped into 4s, and I have 9, so I would just, oh, that might be dead. Sorry. So now I would just do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would model for me 9/4. Okay, so hopefully this extra practice worksheet helps you understand improper fractions a little bit better. When you do it, you need to look at the answer key and check your work yourself. If you have any questions that you just do not understand and you need my help, feel free to reach out and we can set up a meeting to discuss that. All right, get to work.